Have you ever wondered if you're truly making the most out of your retirement planning, especially when you're handling investments on your own? If you're like many Gen X investors, you've spent years building your wealth, keeping control over your portfolio, and doing what's worked for you. But what if one pivotal decision could cost you thousands or save you even more? Today, I'll share how someone just like you was able to reach out and find tremendous value in financial planning insights while still keeping control of his investments and doing them himself. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Daniel Miller. I'm a financial advisor who helps families steward their wealth with purpose and generosity. Over the years, I've had the privilege of working with people who don't fit the typical mold. They want professional guidance, but they also want to stay hands-on and in control with their investments. Thankfully, I'm part of a growing number of advisors that actually prefer to work with these types of clients. Here's the reality. The stakes only get higher as your assets grow. A recent client came to me with about $2 million in investments. And he was doing well, making his own decisions, rebalancing, and tracking his performance. But the moment he had to choose the right Social Security timing and consider Roth IRA conversions, the complexity soared. And that's where costly mistakes can happen. And once you retire, you can't always hit reset. The good news is you don't have to give up control to get a second opinion. If you still want to call the shots, that's great. I actually enjoy supporting clients who stay engaged in their investment choices. But aligning your investment decisions with tax planning, Social Security strategies, and legacy goals is where partnering with an advisor can transform your results and potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars. Let me walk you through a real-life example. A do-it-yourself investor called me wanting affirmation and insights on some major retirement decisions, but didn't want to hand over his investments. Together, we reviewed his portfolio risk, and he was comfortable with his strategy, and I respect that. However, things got interesting when we analyzed what would happen if he claimed Social Security too early or converted too much to Roth IRAs in 1 year. The ripple effects impact everything: higher Medicare premiums, possible IRMA surcharges, an unintended jump in tax brackets, and ultimately less tax-free money for his children. With careful calculations and scenario mapping, we found that he could avoid significant future taxes and penalties just from a few hours together. In fact, the session saved him well over 10 times what he paid for my advice, and he left thrilled to have gotten a tremendous value. I'm really glad that he had the wisdom to recognize when he was making decisions beyond his experience and decided to invest in the knowledge of what decisions would best support his goals. The key takeaway is that independence in investing is valuable, but when it comes to taxes, Social Security, and estate planning, having a professional's perspective makes a meaningful difference. If you're a DIY investor who wants to stay in control, but doesn't want to miss opportunities or risk that are outside your expertise, let's talk. Reach out for a flat fee consultation. Together, we'll make sure that your decisions match both your values and your financial goals. If this video is helpful for you, please like and subscribe for more tips on making your wealth a priority. Connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. And check out the resources there to help your journey to financial freedom. And if you have more questions or you're interested in finding someone to help review your finances, don't hesitate to visit my website.